Hello, welcome to Mr. Johnson Math and Science class. In this class, our mission is to rejuvenate the passion for academic excellence. Here's an email address, and here is a digit you can use to reach out to us. So you can call or WhatsApp. And in this class, we'll be doing basic math too. And the topic we're going to be dwelling on is multiplying signs and expansion. Okay, I want you to do well to check on the previous video, which is basic math 1, which is combining signs. So let's go right into the class. Okay, so introduction to this concept has to do with the multiplication which you are used to, but then I think having this basic knowledge of multiplication and then that of combining signs, so do well to check on the previous video. So let's continue. When we have same signs multiplying, the result is always positive. So for instance, plus times plus gives us a plus, minus times minus give us a plus, while plus times minus give us negative, minus times plus give us negative. Okay, so I just want you to generalize this with a central idea. And what's that central idea? That same sign gives you a positive result. Okay, this is positive, why different signs give you a negative result. Okay, for instance, take a look at this. If we have 2 and 4, these are positive numbers. I explained this in the previous class. So 2 times 4 is giving us what? 8. What is the reason for positive 8 again? This is because we have 2 positive numbers. Hope you know that minus 2 and minus 4 will give us same positive 8. Why? Because they have same sign. So when same sign multiply, they give you a positive answer. But if we had minus 2 multiplied by 4, because they are different sign, this is a positive sign, right? So positive number and negative number and a positive number. This will give us a negative sign because they are different signs multiplying, and that is going to end us up with minus 8. So in the course of this class, I would explain this in detail. So just give me your undivided attention, but have the idea and know that same sign give you a positive result, different signs give you a negative design. Result. So let's go ahead into the class. Okay, now we are on same sign. And what did I tell you about same signs? I told you that same signs give you a positive result. So we are expecting positive in this. So because we are dealing on same signs, it's going to be positive. So 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, right? Okay, you can write your answer down 4. But then what do we have? This is positive 2 and positive 2. I told you in the previous class, whenever you see a number that does not have a sign attached to it, that number is a positive number. So that makes this a positive number. And I don't have to write plus 4 for it to know this is a positive number. Okay, right here we'll have 3 times 3, but it's just not just 3 times 3. This is negative 3 multiplied by negative 3. So minus 3 times minus 3. Minus times minus is plus. Or you can just conclude with the idea I gave you. Same sign is positive. So you're expecting plus. 3 times 3 is 9. So we're expecting just 9. Simple. Now minus 1 times minus 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Minus times minus is plus. But because we have same sign, it's going to give us positive. So 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 4 is just 8. Minus times minus is same as positive. So when you have same signs multiplying, don't make that mistake of adding a negative or a positive. Just know that same sign will give you what? A positive. Different signs give you negative. So let's go for the next slide. Now we have different signs. Because the signs are different, what do we expect? We expect negatives, right? So I want you to observe this. Here we have what? Positive, right? Here we have positive. You see, positive and then positive. So let's also map out our negatives. So we have negative here, negative, negative, and negative. So this is to let us know that we have different signs involved here, and because they are different signs, we can comfortably add our negative. 3 times 2 is 6. Different signs, we can add negative. 2 times 1 is 2. Different signs, we can add negative. Or 2 times 5 is what? 10. Then minus times plus is what? Minus. So you have so many ways to get this Done. Okay, so we can also have minus times plus is what? Minus 3 times 2 is 6. But I just like it when you generalize everything here with this simple idea. Same signs multiplying will give you positive, different signs multiplying will give you negative. So you can do it in that way, or you can also work with the signs individually as per positive multiplied by negative will give you negative. Okay, let's just go back to the introduction and check out something right there. Okay, just watch this. So you see this. Okay, I think I need a highlighter. Just watch this. So you see positive, positive, right? Plus times plus is giving you what? Plus, because same sign will give you what? A positive. Minus times minus is giving you what? Plus, not minus. Be careful about that, because same signs will give you what? They'll give you positive. Now different signs, you see plus multiplying minus gives you what? Negative. Not because minus is coming second, or or because plus is coming before the minus, no. Or just like here we'll have minus coming before the plus, but just because they are different signs, it gives us what? A negative when they multiply. So let's go back to our slide on different signs. Okay, so you see here now positive, you see it, different signs to give us a negative. Be careful about that. Okay, let's continue. Let's progress. Multiplying 0, this is the simplest facet of this what is it called, class. Whenever a number is multiplied by 0, the answer is 0. And mind you, there is nothing like plus or minus 0. There is nothing like plus 0 or minus 0. Why? 0 is a neutral number. It's just a neutral number. On the number line, if you check the previous video, we had a number line diagram. On the number line, the numbers ranging towards the left side is the negative numbers, while the progressing towards the right numbers are positive. So number is just in between. It's a neutral number, so nothing like positive or negative 0. So don't mind this, it's just trying to trick you. So 5 multiplied by minus 0 is 0, because any number multiplied by 0 is 0, and 0 multiplied by any number is 0. So 0 multiplied by 6 is 0. 0 times 4 0, minus 2 times 0 is 0. Okay, like we did in the last class, we are using our calculator to check some things. Okay, so let's check this. Okay, so 5 multiplied by minus 0, 5 times minus 0. Okay, sorry, I think that was coming from me. That was a mistake from me. Okay, so let's do it. Negative 0 multiplied by 5 is what? 0. So you can see it. Actually, this calculator, I don't know, I don't really get some functions right here, so I had to like write it as negative 0 multiplied by 5. But I can check that out with your calculator, like I've done this and I understand the process very well. Okay, so let's continue. Now let's progress to expansion. Okay, so as though our class is moving so fast or whatever, I just want you to make sure you take your time to understand this concept. Okay, so the first one will have okay, this number 1 will have 2 into 3 plus 2. I'll show you 2 methods of solving this. The first one is you can simply just add the numbers inside the parentheses. 3 plus 2 is what? 5. And then bracket in maths implies multiplication, so 2 times 5 is going to end us up with what? 10. So this is an approach you can use. Another approach you can use that will also be helpful is, okay, let's say 2 3 and, okay, so 2 multiplied by 3 and 2. So use these 2 to distribute inside the bracket. So use 2 to multiply 3 and also use 2 to multiply 2. Okay, or a format you can use for it is, okay, as you say, we'll have k into w plus y. Let's say these are numbers. Use this first one to multiply the first number, and also use the one outside to multiply the second number. So use whatever you have outside the bracket to multiply what you have inside the bracket. Okay, so right here we are going to be left with 2 multiplied by 3, then still positive 2, right? Positive 2 multiplied by 2 again. So right here 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 times 2 is 4, and our final answer still boils down to 10. Hope that makes sense. Okay, let's continue. Let's go for the second one. Now we'll have a variable, 2 brackets a plus 2. Now we have a variable, and this first approach cannot help us again. So there is no how we can add what we have inside the parentheses. So that is why oftentimes it's ideal to use the second method. So let's distribute inside Okay, let's distribute 2 inside the bracket. So because what you have outside the bracket multiplies what you have inside the bracket. So okay, we'll have sorry, this is 3 not 2, this is 3, this is 3 not 2. So 3 multiplied by a plus 3 multiplied by 2. 3 multiplied by a is just 3a. So whenever a variable and a number multiply, just come together. So 3 multiplied by a is 3a, just like when we have 2 multiplied by b is 2b, 2 multiplied by k, 2k, 4 multiplied by c, 4c. Okay, so plus 3 times 2 is what? 6. Now mind you, 3a and 6 can never add. Why can they not add? Right here I want you to observe that is an alphabetic let me say a letter family here. So because we have this what is it called, this variable, it cannot add with these numeric values. Now mind you, this 3 is not actually a numeric value in this case. For instance, now I want you to liken this 3 to a plus a plus a. So let's solve it. 1a plus 1a, 2a plus 1a, that gives us what? 3a. So don't consider this 3 as a numeric value. So consider it as an alphabet as well. And you know an alphabet and a numeric value can never add. So that's why we are meant to stop here. We're going to stop there. Okay, so number 3 will have 4 into 2 minus 1. Okay, so this first approach can work here, but I like to take the second approach. So 4 multiplied by 2, and then this is positive 4, right? Positive 4 multiplied by positive 2. Also positive 4 multiplied by what? Negative 1. Be careful and watch the arrangement. Watch my arrangement. Positive 4, right? Okay, let me highlight some things so that we can understand very well. Positive 4, you see positive 4, right? Still positive, multiplying positive 2. Now positive 4 again, you see positive 4 multiplying what? Negative 1. So we still have our negative 1. Hope that is clear. Okay, let's continue. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8, and then 4 multiplied by 1 is 4, but plus times minus, that is different sign, will give you what? Negative. So negative 4. I hope this makes sense to you. Okay, so right now we can now have 8 minus 4 is what? 4, and that is our final answer, 4. Now there is another approach, which is 2 minus 1 is what? 1. 4 times 1, 4. That would have still given us the same answer. I hope this is making sense to you. Okay, if it doesn't, I want you to take it easy, maybe take the video back and watch it again, but just make sure you understand. Okay, let's go for the fourth man. So the fourth man is saying 5 into negative 2 and positive k. So remember, we are meant to distribute what we have outside the bracket inside. Okay, so we have 5 multiplied by negative 2 plus 5 multiplied by positive k. Remember, a positive sign does not need to be written for us to know that a number is positive. So whenever we say a number without a sign, we just know that that number is a positive number. So 5 times 2 is 10, but here we have different sign. Don't forget that this is plus, right? We have plus here and then minus. So have plus here and plus, same sign positive, different signs negative. So always be careful about that. So here we have minus 10, and then we have what? Plus 5k. 5 times k is just going to give us 5k. And we are done with that. Okay, so let's go for more examples. Wow, so we have more examples. We have 3 more examples to solve, and they look kind of hard, or let me say it looks some kind of interesting. I think that's interesting. Okay, so A will have 3 into 2 minus 3 plus w. So let's distribute. So we're still going to use same approach. So we are distributing 3 into what we have inside the bracket. So we are distributing 3. So I'm just using this arrow to explain. You don't necessarily need to write it down while solving yours, but just do the right thing. So right here we have 3 multiplied by positive 2 plus 3 multiplied by negative 3. Please watch my arrangement. And then plus 3 multiplied by what? Positive w, right? Okay, so right here we have our equation set, right? So now we have our equation set. Let's continue. So 3 times 2 is what? 6. But then mind you, we have positive and negative. So 3 times 3 is 9. Because they are different signs, we have what? Negative 9. and then plus w, right? So 3 times w is just 3w. But then we can choose to stop here or simplify further. 6 minus 9 is negative 3. So plus 3w just comes down, and they cannot add or combine again. I think if you are confused with this part, you need to check out my video on basic math 2. That's combining signs. That's the approach we use to simplify this. Okay, so let's go for the next one. I think the next one is simple. Okay, it says b 4 brackets minus 2 plus y. So let's distribute to have a 4 times minus 2 and then plus 4 times y. Okay, so let's continue from this part. 4 times minus 2 is different signs, right? So that's negative minus 8, and then 4 times y is just 4y, so positive 4y. Okay, let's go for the next one. That's c. Okay, it says 2 brackets y plus 3 minus 2. So here we have 2 times y, right, and then plus 2 times 3, and then plus 2 times minus 2. Don't forget that. So this is positive 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 negative. So 2 times y is just 2y, plus 2 times 3 is 6, then 2 times 2 is 4, but positive negative, different signs, right? So different signs are negative, and that is giving us minus 4. So we can simplify further. 2y is equal to 6 minus 4 is just 2, so plus 2, and that's our final answer. So 2y plus 2. Don't mind my work, it looks some kind of rough, but I hope you understand the concept. That is the major thing. Okay, so let's solve the last one and then we are done with this. Okay, it says that's the d. It says minus 2 brackets minus 1, sorry for that. Okay, minus 2 into minus 1 plus y minus x. Wow, why am I making a whole lot of... Okay, so minus 2 into minus 1 plus y minus x. So let's multiply the first one. Minus 2 multiplied by minus 1, then minus 2 multiplied by positive y, and then minus 2 multiplied by minus x. Be careful about this. If you watch where I track my signs so I don't lose them, because if I lose a sign I can fail the question. So I'm always careful about tracking my signs. Okay, so minus 2 multiplied by minus 1, same signs, positive, don't make that mistake. So same sign, positive. So we have 2 times 1 is just 2, positive 2. Minus 2 multiplied by y, different signs, negative, so minus 2y. Then right now, okay, same sign again, minus 2 times minus y, so same sign, I'm expecting positive. 2 times y, just 2 times x, sorry, that's 2x, and that's it. So be careful with your signs, always track them. Okay, so let's continue. Wow, so we have a task to do, and I want us to do this task together. Just 6 questions, 6 simple questions. I think we can just look at some of them and solve them directly. Okay, minus 2 times 4, different signs, negative, right? So 2 times 4 is what? 8, and we're done with that. 3 times 6 is 18, and they are same sign, so positive, same sign, positive. Same sign again, positive. 1 times 30 is 30. 1 times anything is that same thing. Like 1 times 100 is 100. 1 times 200 is 200. Okay, a quick example. 2 times 1, 2. 3 times 1, 3. 4 times 1, 4. Simple. So whenever one multiplies the number, it gives you that same number. And mind you, because in this case of number 3, we'll have negative multiplying negative. Same sign give us positive, right? So that was why we had positive 30. Now we have different signs, minus and plus. So 2 times 5 is what? 10. But don't forget to add your negative 10. Okay, I think right here we need to simplify. Okay, so for number 5, let's do it right here. So have negative 2 into k plus 2. So negative 2 multiplied by k, and then negative 2 multiplied by 2, right? So negative 2 times k gives us negative 2k. Makes sense, right? Because they are different signs. Now different signs again, we are still expecting negative. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4, our final answer. Okay, we cannot simplify further. Okay, number 6, we'll have okay, I just want to write it negative 3 into negative w into negative 4. So negative 3 times, okay, let me write it down, negative 3 multiplied by negative w, and then negative 3 multiplied by negative 4. Now I want you to observe something. Do you know, each of the step I'm solving, I'm always careful about writing it down, because I make a whole lot of mistake when I don't write it down. I know such kind of thing might be similar to some other person, so always write it down. And while writing it down, track your signs. While tracking your signs, work with the rules so that you can get the accurate answer. You know, one thing we're looking out for is precision and then accuracy. I don't know if you get that. So if we kind of rush it and we are too fast and you don't get the final answer, that makes no sense. So let's continue. Negative 3 times negative w, because they are negative signs, we expect positive light, right? So 3 times w is 3w, and then right here again we'll have negative negative again, so we're expecting positive because same sign is positive. 3 times 4 is what? 12, and that's our final answer. Please don't confuse this with combining signs. In combining signs, we deal with plus and minus, while in multiplying signs we deal specifically with the multiplication. Is that clear? So let's go to the next section, the next slide. It says try on your own. You have 10 questions to try on your own, and I want you to pause this video and try this question now. Then you can now play it. It will go to the next slide and show you the answer. So in the counting down 3, then I go to the answers. We'll have 3, 2, 1 and 0. Was I fast? I can't really tell about that. So these are the answers. So write them down while solving so that you can be able to check the answers and know where you didn't get it. And also I want you to appreciate yourself if you made a perfect score. So have a good time, guys. Okay, so this is Mr. Johnson Math and Science class. We got you covered for your ACT, WAEC, NECO-JAMB and all that. Thank you so much for being a part of this class. We really appreciate. So have a good time and do have a blessed day.